Republicans are planning to ban memes. That's like they're ban air, ban solar, ban memes.
Are they banning air?
Yeah, they're banning air.
The latest on their agenda.
We don't need air
illegal because of Christ.
The libtards want you to have air.
Gotta own the libs by taking away all the air.
All the air.
Cohagen, you got what you want, get the people to air.
This is your biggest mindfuck yet, Cohagen.
No shit. Do you want to see the surprise I have in store and what I think should be our subject matter?
Yeah, I do.
I warn you ahead of time.
Yeah.
Try to save the jokes for after, because I am 100. I'm preemptively striking. I'm not gonna try and put this video into it because I know it's gonna get flagged for copyright.
Yeah.
But you have to see it.
Okay.
You have to see what I have for you. Lilith and Amanda spent the next minute and 55 seconds watching Aerosmith Peace Out, the farewell tour announcement. You can find it on YouTube. Search Aerosmith final tour video. We recommend you take the time. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. There's this band that started back in the days, and they were a band, and they were from Boston. They were called Aerosmith. This is it. This Aerosmith is peacing out with their Peace Out World Tour. And you saw the video yourself. We definitely have the video link in the description, and we'll put it in the comments on it if you want to go and watch the video. We do recommend that you watch the video.
I don't think we should share that with anyone. First of all, how many times have the Rolling Stones told us that this is the last time to catch the Stones? And it's just like,
no, the Eagles are big fat fucking liars.
I saw the Rolling Stones in 1989, and then again in like 1996, and I could have seen them again in like 2000. It's just like,
yeah, you could have. But did they say that was the last one in 1989? Were they like, that's it, we're not doing anymore?
Aerosmith is going to go out, and they're going to see how much money they'll make, and they'll be like, well, maybe just.
They've been making a lot of money, because you know what they've been doing for the last like 20 years?
Selling their music to commercials? I don't know.
They have been doing corporate gigs. Like they've been like the corporate gig champs. Like they are like the #1 highest paid band for like corporate events. Like, and so like when the Walmart shareholders get together, they get fucking Aerosmith, and
Dream
Aerosmith goes in there. Dream on. Why yeah. Like that'll be $33 million. Huh?
Do they change the lyrics to like match who they're doing the corporate gig for?
I have never been to a shareholders only Aerosmith concert. Yeah. Here's what I would guess. I would guess two things. One, that they are 100% uncensored, because like you get into those shits, they can get pretty fucking wild. Yeah. Like, and two, yes, they will change their lyrics to whatever whoever's paying them wants them to change them to.
'Cause I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss Burger King. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh. Exactly. Execs from Amazon were like, we think it'd be really cool if you could like work Amazon into like some of your lyrics. You could pump up the team, It's like, yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I'm sure they're like, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, you want to change? Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, as long as it's checklist, we'll do it. And like, here's the thing, is I don't even begrudge them for that. Like, not at all.
Do whatever you want, I don't care.
You saw that, like, that video, it was a commercial. That was the most commercial video I've ever seen. And it was a combination of the best and worst thing I've ever seen, because it actually was executed really well. That's one of the highest budgets I've ever seen for an ad. They got Dolly Parton and Ringo Starr and like, I guess Bill Burr. I guess they're big Bill Burr fans.
Oh no, Bill Burr is a big Aerosmith fan, bro.
I fucking believe that.
I'm gonna go to Dunkin's, listen to my Aerosmith CDs. Yeah.
I actually am 100% certain that Bill Burr fucking loves Aerosmith. Like he's like, oh, fucking Aerosmith. Now that's how you rock. They don't rock like that anymore. Aerosmith, that's how you rock.
It's just weird because like they were around in the early 70s, like you mentioned, and then nothing. And then in like the early 90s, they released an album and they did all these videos with Alicia Silverstone, and somehow the videos made
that's
her.
Not true. You're missing a big
They
chunk.
made her a star, and then they were everywhere. Now, they were around, I'm sure, but they weren't.
What happened is they were all addicted to heroin in the 70s.
That'll happen.
But then they all got clean. And then they released, I forget which album it was, but it was the one that had Dude
Walk
Looks Like
This
a Lady
Way.
and Ragdoll. Ragdoll, gabba-dooba-dooba,
Oh my God, I hate Aerosmith so much.
But that's what they did, is they did Dude Looks Like a Lady. We all know that one. Our lovely transphobic anthem of the mid-'80s. You know, which was kind of ironic because, like, Steven Tyler is pretty, like, gender fluid for the time. Then they did Pump, that had Love in an Elevator and Janie's Got a Gun, and that was huge. And then they did the one you're talking about with like Get a Grip, and they're like Eat the Rich, which I always thought was funny because they're rich as fuck.
Yeah, right.
Aerosmith capitalizing in on the right side of the class war.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, dudes, man, we gotta get those rich people.
And then they went and did corporate gigs for 20 years.
Like, Steven Tyler owns like $2 million worth of neckerchief.
He does actually.
We gotta get the rich. I should have $4 million worth of neckerchiefs.
I don't believe anyone in Aerosmith is poor.
We just put them on the list of famous bands. Famous bands I don't give a shit about. Aerosmith is right at the top.
I don't especially like Aerosmith, but I don't hate Aerosmith. Like, they're not necessarily like in my face. They're just like this like kind of clownish, goofy band.
Who's
like,
in your face?
Like Taylor fucking Swift. Taylor Swift is in my fucking face. Another one of those bands for me is The Who. Like, I think The Who is an outrageously overrated band. I don't think they're a bad band. Like, The Who was fine, but like you think of other bands from that era that in my mind are like underrated, like, or at least comparatively. Like, for example, like to me, The Who is not a better band than the Kinks, but The Who is far more celebrated and far more commercially successful than the Kinks.
Yeah,
the Kinks are a far better band in my opinion, but that's the thing, is like, it's like, well, that's just my opinion. It's like, but Aerosmith's just Aerosmith, and they're just like, you know, they're just selling hamburgers to themselves, I guess. I don't hate Aerosmith, but that commercial that they made is pretty fucking.
I guess. And you talked about like do you think they paid Dolly Parton to be in there or paid?
Absolutely. I think everyone okay. Like, I can tell you by looking at that, that's all SAG, that's all union, that's all above board. Like, they shelled out money for that. Like, Aerosmith, like any band of that caliber on that level, is a corporation, and they have a board, and they have like a team of people working for them. And like, ultimately, Aerosmith's going to make the call. But what I will tell you is Steven Tyler and Joe Perry did not go out and cast that.
When Aerosmith has a company meeting, what band do you think they hire to play?
I would have said Tom Petty, but
Tom Petty's
maybe
dead.
the Rolling. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't say it. But I did say it.
Guns N' Roses, but they'd shell out the money for
Guns N' Roses
for the original lineup.
Kid Rock, maybe.
I feel like Aerosmith's smart enough to stay away from that.
Yeah, they would get Britney Spears.
No, they're not gonna. They don't have an opinion on Bud Light. They don't have opinion on. Oh,
they do. They're too smart to say it. Yeah, they're not going to tell you what it is. They're not playing. Aerosmith ain't playing no politics. Aerosmith's just like, Aerosmith always claimed to be, and I believe the one piece of integrity with Aerosmith that they maintained 100% throughout is they always claimed to be about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, no more, no less. And I think they've done that the entire way.
They've held to that, yeah. I thought you were going to say family.
If any band, if that were the true path, like, no band has done that better than Aerosmith, with the possible exception of the Rolling Stones. Like, I think Aerosmith modeled themselves after the Rolling Stones.
Definitely.
They are the Bud Light to Bud of the Rolling Stones. It's like they are Rolling Stones light.
Oh yeah. Well, we're an hour in and we've got nothing usable for this podcast.
Nothing at all.
We got nothing. Just exhausting, like to go to an Aerosmith show, like just from like driving to a football stadium, parking at a football stadium, fighting your way to the crowd to sit in your seat, being around all these drunk boomer jugheads, walking back to your car, taking forever to get out of the stadium. What are you going to pay for these tickets? Like $200, $250 for a ticket to see?
Oh, way more than that, sweetheart.
I don't know. I don't buy.
Try $1,000 apiece.
I don't buy tickets
for
to shit anymore. I don't go to shit anymore. I don't care.
Well, Taylor Swift just played Seattle, and I think her tickets go for like $3,000 a piece. Like, it's insane. Like, someone who had come down to Seattle from Vancouver, BC. And they came all the way to Seattle, which is a trek. It's about 4 hours, and across a border. And they did that to see Taylor Swift. And they got there, and the parking lot had upped the price to $125 an hour.
Nice. Welcome to America.
Okay. And
welcome to America, bitch.
Seattle. And here's the thing about that is like that place that did that is like, yes, fuck them. But to me, like, not only because I recognized that space where the photo was taken. Like, I've seen that. I know that parking lot. And you don't have to park in that lot. There's a million other places to park that are in walking distance of that space. Or if you really wanted to get fucking clever, like, that is literally on the stop of the train. And so you could go to any other train stop and park there and just take the train right there. But if you want to park like immediately next to the stadium to go see Taylor Swift, well, for you it's $125.
Plus, that's the worst place to be because it can be impossible for you to get out because
it especially is because like there's going to be so much pedestrian
There's going to be so many pedestrians, so many cars, and you're like closest to the stadium and you have to go the furthest, but there's nothing but traffic between you and where you want to go.
That's an opportunistic price hike, and that's gouging for sure. But to me, just seeing that and that post was just, to me, indicative of that whole thing, which is the complete ripoff that Taylor Swift just is. So, like, do I feel bad for the person that felt ripped off for paying $125 an hour to park next to the stadium at the Taylor Swift concert?
You should see what you pay if you need health care here in America if you think that parking was ridiculous.
Exactly.
Welcome to America. Like, this is the lie of capitalism. Like, oh, they're price gouging. It's like, yeah, that's what our economic system is.
That's
it's
the whole
price gouging. It's like if you have something that someone else's wants, the more people that want it, the more that you can charge for it. There's no rip-off. Yeah. If you pay for something, that's what that person got for that. You didn't get ripped off. The fuck out of here. The fucking Johnny come lately to America.
Or you just read Atlas Shrugged.
Just get the fuck out of here. I got ripped off. It's like, no, you didn't.
Get to America. Love it or leave it.
You will.
No. $125.
Oh, please. I'm not saying
for parking and go back to socialist Canada.
I'm not saying love it or leave it. I'm just saying, you know what the score is. As I was saying, I spent $7,000 on a Trump NFT and it's not worth anything. It's like, yeah, well, welcome to America, guy.
You don't want to pay $125 for an hour for parking for the Taylor Swift concert, then you go back to fucking commie Canada and go to the Justin Bieber show.
I'm not saying that they have to leave the country. I'm just asking, what did they expect? Like, that's the system in place. But that's my
whole thing, is that's what I expected was exactly that sign.
Yeah, because you live here. Because you need health care, so you know how this works.
And I also wouldn't be surprised if Taylor Swift herself had a hand in in setting the price for that.
Yeah, she bought the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
She bought the parking lot. She buys a parking lot in every city close to where she's having a concert, and she jacks up the price. And not $125 for the event, mind you. You said $125
per hour.
And she's just like going to do like triple encores and stuff. Be like, you guys want to hear another one? And they're like, yeah. And there's something like,
she's going to make you wait 2 hours between.
Right? Yeah. The opening band goes on.
Between the opening act.
Man, this opening act cost me $750. The fuck?
God damn it. Don't you know I'm paying $125 an hour for parking?
I know exactly what you're paying per hour. She probably buys a restaurant nearby too and jacks up the price on food and beverage. And then she comes out
and she's like, I don't think it's great that they're charging $125 for parking. Capitalism sure sucks, huh?
Coming to America or being in America and complaining about the price of anything is just like, yeah, welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
Oh, sweetheart, you are in a way.
Oh, wait, like if I could do something, here's the thing. If things, I control what I can control. I can't control what some jackass decides to charge per hour to price at a Taylor Swift concert. I know it's going to be a ripoff, but what do you want us to do? What do you want TikTok to do if you're complaining on the TikToks about how much you paid for parking?
All I wanted to laugh at was the Aerosmith.
Well, you're the one who keeps going down paths. You keep going down paths and taking right turns, and now we're talking about parking. And it's just like, do you really expect me to feel sorry for you? You paid, what, $3,000?
Podcast is about parking today.
$3,000 per ticket for the show, and now you want sympathy from me.
I made up a number. I don't know how much it's Taylor.
You want sympathy from me for paying $125 for parking? Get the fuck out of here. I wish I had $3,000 to blow on. You know, I do have $3,000 to blow on a Taylor Swift record. I just don't want to go see Taylor Swift. I can't even name a Taylor Swift song.
So I'm wrong. So for bad seats, tickets start at $718.
Okay.
So then they go up from there. And so like they go up to, let's get some mid-grade nosebleed seats. So section C, which is, so section C, 243, row 14, which is like up on the second floor mezzanine, off to the side, off the stage, off the audience right, is $1,026. Row 3 in that section is $2,100.
Yeah.
Let's go to the nosebleed seats. Here we go. Section 535, row 12, nosebleed seats off to the side, $1,000.
Okay.
$1,037.
But then, you figure you're not going to take your kid to a Taylor Swift concert
for one ticket. Those are the bad seats.
Or without concessions. Like what's a 32-ounce Bud Swift cost? What is a Taylor dog cost?
And then and then I mean they're going to charge you to go to the bathroom.
You thought the $125
it's going to be $25.
You thought the $125 for parking was obscene. Wait till you hear what the hot dogs cost.
I know.
That parking's going to be a bargain.
Oh yeah, that Swiffer. She's really a lady of the people, isn't she?
And the worst part is, those are just if you can buy them from the stadium. I guarantee you, there's
that's pre-scalping. That's pre-scalping.
Wait. There's an entire section of seats that were given that Taylor Swift has in the contract to go directly to her to sell on the secondary market, and she keeps all the profits. Guarantee. Justin Bieber did that. That's the new scam now too. Is like, they set that at $1,000. So the secondary market, it's the Wild Wild West, and she's selling those tickets for $2,000, $3,000. This is probably libel if that's not true. So I don't know if that none of this. We're up to like an hour and 10 minutes, and we still have nothing for the podcast yet. But we are in a better mood now that you've got to see.
I like laughing at Taylor Swift's shenanigans.
It's not anti-capitalist me. It's people who just don't know the assignment. This is where you live. This is what life is like. All right. If you don't want it to be like that, go move to a country where you live under a feudal. You live under a feudal lord and grow potatoes and pay your taxes.
She's just so talented, though. She's just such a talent.
Now it's a little jealousy coming through here.
I mean, I'm jealous of that money, but there's nothing about Taylor Swift that I don't dislike.
First of all, you and I are going to be famous road pirates after the fall of capitalism. So that's really where it's at. Taylor Swift's not going to make it in the world. We got to figure out a way to rob Taylor Swift. Why? Money will be valueless back then. We're going to have to steal like water.
Now.
Oh, like now? We probably shouldn't be recording this conversation.
We got to become highwaymen and get her tour bus on the way down from Seattle.
Do you think she takes a tour bus?
Stop her on the 5. Just stop it on the 5 in the middle of nowhere, California. Just run her off the road.
Any Texas Republicans here going after Joe Biden on his tour bus?
Just saying.
Do you think she buses it, or is she just like helicopter to the next city and
she
land?
Buses it. There's too much equipment to not have a.
The equipment
Taylor
goes
Swift herself may fly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as I know, she doesn't even go at all. It's just a fucking hologram.
It's just a hologram.
It's blow up an animatronic doll.
They blow up an animatronic doll? That doesn't even make sense.
Like, yeah, it's a little doll that's like this big, and then they blow it up on a screen, and like, so you think it's bigger.
Okay.
With dynamite.
They blow it up.
Like the final encore, like at the end of every Chuck E. Cheese show.
Yeah, just go for it.
Hey, thanks for coming to our Chuck E. Cheese. We got one more happy birthday song.
Are we going to do an intro, or are we just going to like jump in with a question? We got to get.
We didn't do an intro yet?
We haven't. We haven't even started the podcast
golly,
yet.
Miss Molly,
It's been
big
70 minutes
here.
Welcome to Being Trans with Lilith and Amanda. I'm Lilith. That's Amanda. And we're having a good time. We're trying to keep cool. We hope you're keeping cool. We hope you're staying safe. We got some questions today. We're gonna kind of hopefully we can help you as you navigate life as a trans person in 2023. I think we also got some memes. We're gonna do some meme diver. So in a new favorite. Amanda's a big meme girl. And so she loves the memes. So she's going to bring her favorite memes, and we're gonna assess the memes, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining us, and we'll just hop in. Let's hop in with this first question. You ready? I like this one. This one is
speaking of likes, like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, I guess to the people who are listening, like and subscribe and email us.
If you like Taylor Swift, go ahead and like our podcast. Like,
no one knows what you're talking about. None of that's going into the podcast.
If you don't like if you don't like Taylor Swift, subscribe to our podcast.
Now we're not going to get anyone. Everyone loves Taylor Swift except for you.
Like Taylor Swift, hit the like button. You don't like Taylor Swift, hit the subscribe button.
And then the winner, I don't know what the winner. Let's find out.
Who loves Taylor Swift and who doesn't love, and who hates Taylor Swift. Let's find out.
We'll find out who likes and subscribes. Taylor Swift. She's just I
didn't mean hate. I meant don't like.
Just not fans of their art.
Then you better hit that subscribe. Then mash that subscribe button.
Mash. Oh my God, we're mashing.
Hit that subscribe button. Mash it.
This question
is like the guy in the meme, like the sweaty guy, the sweaty man.
Ooh. Like, subscribe.
Do I like Taylor Swift or do I not like Taylor Swift? Ooh.
All right, now that no one's listening, all the Taylor Swift fans have left, and it's just the two of us and one other.
Can't afford to listen. They spent the down payment on a house to go see her in LA.
It's just me, you, and two other angry Gen X trans women who are listening now. Welcome, you two. We love you. This first question isn't necessarily from a trans person or from a trans subreddit where we go and get questions if we don't get any in the email. But I thought it was interesting. It was, if you could tell your 18-year-old self 3 things to have a better future, what would it be? And use this time because there might be some 18-year-olds listening who just need sage advice from someone who's been through it. You know?
Well, out of the gates, that's not okay, because the 18-year-old me, I would not give the same. Is this 18? Okay, we got time travel problem here.
Yeah.
Are we talking? I'm 18 in 2023, and I'm giving myself advice, or I'm going back to the year in which I was 18 and giving that person advice.
18-year-old you is like asleep, and like in a dream, you're just like, I'm you from the future. Here are 3 things I want you to know. Yeah.
Okay. First thing, start transitioning now. Clearly, of course. Yeah. Start transitioning right now.
And they're like,
come out. It's going to be hard. You're scared. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be way better. Start that now. Default number 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, number 2 and 3 are, you're going to hate this.
Yeah.
But there's going to be this thing coming up
Oh my God, if you say crypto, God damn it.
It's called Bitcoin. I need you to spend $100 and buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. And then I need you to save the code and just sit on it. Because it is going to get...
Wait, when were you 18?
Not $100.
Wait. When were you 18?
Become $250 million.
When were you 18?
Before Bitcoin.
Right. So you just give 18-year-old you something they could do today.
Oh, they're going to transition. The next thing they're going to do is
wait 40 years, 30 years.
40, then
30.
20.
Okay.
In 20 years, there's going to be this thing called Bitcoin. Just spend $100 on it. Spend. The more you spend, the better.
Yeah.
If you can get, but $100 is good. Just spend $100. Just spend $100 in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because by the time that would have matured, and I would have been able to cash it out for about $300 million, I would have been able to do that at a time when I could have really used not ever having to do anything, not having to worry about money again.
That's two.
No, because the third one is like, don't lose the code for the Bitcoin that you buy.
Do you trust yourself that little that you would visit your past self and dream, like, buy some Bitcoin and be like, oh, you didn't tell me to remember to hold on to it?
No, I don't trust myself that little. I know myself that well.
Oh, very smart. Very smart. Okay. I love that you just like, in 20, 25 years, buy Bitcoin.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Person transitioning.
Don't ever forget this. Write this down. Save it. Don't forget. What about you?
I mean, now I got to do the Bitcoin thing because that's...
Are you going to top Bitcoin?
No, I'm not going to...
Sorry. That's a tough act to follow, I'll admit.
First thing I tell myself, I show up in the dream, I come through the haze, and I was like, yeah, this is you now. So, trust yourself and listen to yourself on all things. Don't take advice from your parents. Don't take advice from your friends. If something feels like it's not for you, then it's not for you, right? So that's the first thing. It's like you follow yourself, you do what you want to do. And, that goes for college, dating, where you live, what you do, everything. Follow your gut. And included with this girl thing that but don't know what to do with, get on that. So I'm going to count that as one.
Okay, that's fair.
Number two, and I think that takes care of like a lot of my number two and number three, because like obviously I wouldn't have said it, but I would say like, don't bother with college, leave Milwaukee sooner, go to Chicago and start improvising and acting and like get in on that. Like
Chicago and join the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah. Join the Smashing. Invest in Smashing Pumpkins.
Invest in Smashing Pumpkins, but get out right on January 1st, 1995.
But you got to get out. You got to get out soon. Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, much like real pumpkins, a very limited
limited window.
Very small investment window where if you get in early, it can get big rewards, but then you gotta get out. You gotta get out, because if you hang on to your pumpkins past October 31st, they're just gonna drop to nothing.
Like, get in at Gish, get out at 1979. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sell.
Sell.
You're thinking of switching producers, are you? Sell.
That was such a big part for me. It was like starting performing, starting improv. It was just such a part of growing myself that, allowed me to give that first piece of advice. Third, I mean, the Bitcoin thing is tempting.
It's a no-brainer, really.
Around that time, it might be investing. Am I too early for Apple? I know Apple's a thing, but how far am I for them from blowing up?
You're going to do just fine with Apple.
Yeah,
Apple has already existed and is making money, but it's going to tank.
It's not exploding.
But it's going to tank for a minute in like the early 90s with like the Newton. Like when Steve Jobs leaves and the other guy takes over, it tanks and then it comes back. So like that's when you buy.
You want a weird trans thing is like, my life timeline before I transition is like, a bunch of stuff happened, but when and what order, I don't know. And now I'm just like, in December of 2015, here's exactly what I was doing. But like before then, it's just like, oh yeah, Apple went through a part where they sucked. Oh, you know what it would be? You know what it be?
That's a good investment.
Nah, you know the third thing is probably like
Amazon.
Get out of the country.
On Amazon.
Get out of the country. Get out of the country. Yeah, I go. Even if it's like, oh man, let me ask you this. You ever just watch, and you lived a more adventurous life than I did, I think. But man, you ever watch those TV shows where kids just like, I'm just going to go to Europe between high school and college. And I'm like, why didn't I ever do anything like why? Like if I had a kid, like I would be encouraging them to like fucking adventure while they could. It's like, guess what? When you have a full-time job, there's no time to go to Europe. If I get you the first chapter of my book this week, will you read it and give me feedback?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to have a real chapter, not these Dan Brown chapters from like, his stupid Catholic weird books and like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Da Vinci Code. The Da Vinci Code ones.
I never read the Da Vinci Code.
I never read them either, but you go through them and like every other page is like a new chapter. It's like the front of the page and the back of the page is the end of the chapter. And it's like written for morons.
I just saw the Tom Hanks movie that I liked. I like Tom Hanks.
Oh my God. I can't be your friend anymore. That movie was so dumb.
You don't like the Da Vinci Code starring Tom Hanks?
No. Stop.
You don't like Tom Hanks?
This hurts. I like Tom Hanks. I mean, who doesn't like Tom Hanks?
Yeah, you like Tom Hanks. Well, that's good. Yes, we can be friends. Like,
but that movie.
Okay, you don't like the Da Vinci Code. That's fine.
That movie is awful.
But if you don't. But for a minute, I thought you were going to be like, you didn't like Mr. Tom Hanks. And now I was a little worried. Where you played Mr. Rogers? Did you see the Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers movie?
No, I saw the documentary and it made me cry. And I didn't need to see a movie. The documentary
made me fucking cry.
I didn't need to see a movie with Tom Hanks as
the Tom Hanks. I remember I didn't see the movie, but I didn't mean to because even the trailer to that movie made me cry. Because Mr. Rogers makes me cry. He's a wonderful human being. But
the lady next to me patted my hand. She was sitting with her kids next to me and she was just like, I'm like, thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right?
That's so sweet.
No, Tom Hanks is cool. We'll even forgive him for bosom buddies. I mean, it was a different time.
Yeah. And, it's fine. I used to watch that when I was a kid.
Same. Same. And I'm going to be real honest with you.
Any chance I got to see fucking anything.
Yeah, I'm going to be real honest with you as long as yeah.
I watched all those.
I don't know why I'm so strangely in tune with this show.
It's like, I really like this.
I don't know why. But this is
I do know why. This is great.
Is really good.
Is it weird? I feel like I not have to like play down how much I like this.
Oh yeah, that show. With the two guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of funny. Yeah, I guess it's kind of good.
Yeah. But yeah, as it is like, follow your gut, heart, instincts. Don't listen to other people when they tell you what they think you should do. Go to Chicago and follow that dream. It's going to be so good for you. Just to even if it doesn't come out like your best intentions, you're going to get so much. You're going to be so much more you when you're done with that. And then go out and do stuff and see the world and travel and move out of the country in like 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just stay away.
Yeah, and just don't ever go back. I mean, there's still time to do that.
But you'll be rolling around in all that Bitcoin money. You could just buy your own country.
Buy that Bitcoin money. I'll be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah.
Buy those Bored Ape NFTs.
I'll invest in all sorts of weird shit. I'll change history for real.
Yeah.
For real. I'll change history for real.
Yeah. Keep all your Garbage Pail Kids. Keep all your Beanie Babies. Yeah. Just hold on to them.
I'll spearhead and direct The Usual Suspects 2.
Yeah, right.
People want more of that, Kaiser. So say, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Work at being a Hollywood agent and then become Kevin Spacey's Hollywood agent.
I'm going to get on that train.
Kevin
Spacey train.
I'm going off the rails on the Spacey train. Woo! I. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Ozzy.
Boom, boom. I.
What does it mean when the fire is green and the kite's outside on the window?
I feel like now would be a great time for a Meme Diver palette cleanse.
Let's take a little break.
I hope that helps people. I'm like, Like, seriously, follow your instincts, trust yourself. You know you better than anyone. I think that's the best advice anyone giving their 18-year-old self. I bet you people our age, that's the one thing they look back. They're like, I wish I would have done all that stuff that I was like, I want to do.
Bitcoin.
And my mom and dad said, shut up with your Bitcoin. All right, I'm going to go load up on some more orange drink. I'll see you in a bit.
I'll see you in a second. We'll be right back. Meme Diver! Welcome to Meme Diver, ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary. This is the segment of our show where we discuss memes, we dive for memes, and we discuss them, and then we rate them. We describe them to you, and then we rate them in Elon Musk fun bucks. This is our first meme, and so I found this new kind of meme supply site, and it's called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Low-Res Member. And it's a lot of the dreams, a lot of the memes seem to originate with either from Japan and Korea or with a strong influence from Japan and Korea. And I really am enjoying them lately. So it's a lot of anime and a lot of goofball video game Japanese humor shit. So this one here, it says it's a picture. It's so we'll start with a picture, and it's like two anime guys standing around in blue tracksuits at a table and the caption on the photograph is a frozen squid and a sad letter. And then the caption of the meme itself is kills a boss in Bloodborne, the loot. A frozen squid and a sad letter. And I gotta admit, I enjoyed that because I played Bloodborne, and that was pretty good. I've seen a couple Bloodborne memes lately, which is like Bloodborne's a pretty old game. I mean, I think that was like 2015 or 14.
It's been a bit, yeah.
It's a while. It's a pretty old game. It's not as old as GTA 5, which is they're still releasing stuff.
Still cranking out purchasables online.
Cranking out stuff. They're like, come on, GTA 5. Like, it's been out for 20 years.
You still got money? We still got stuff for you to buy.
Remember a GTA 5 from before puberty. Now you're a full-grown adult with a full-time job. And you're still playing GTA 5.
I was a dude when that game came out.
Oh, yeah. I was close to my transition.
Crazy.
Not even close. The different fucking universe. Like,
now they're going to use that comment next time they try to, like, get a video game rating system in Congress. They're like, Lilith Electra was a dude, and then Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and they played it, and now she's Lilith Electra. We got to put a rating on that game. Yeah, that's how Congress works.
I think about that.
You can cut all that out. That was stupid.
No, that's gold.
God damn it. This is what I get.
We're going to have the C-SPAN section of our podcast. How does a bill become a law?
Yeah, well, first of all, someone transitions after playing a video game.
I'm just a bill. I'm capping.
So, I think we've talked about it. I haven't gotten to Bloodborne yet, but I'm still working my way through Dark Souls, and I just started Dark Souls 3. I just did Dark Souls 3 and did a thing where I just spent like 10 minutes in an archwindow door with a dragon over me, and then I just shot him with arrows for like 10 minutes every time his head dipped down, and then he flew away, and I got all the loot that was laying out where he had burned stuff. So it's teaching me patience, which I'm a very impatient person.
Dark Souls is all about patience.
It's all about patience.
So is Bloodborne, like all those games. Like, it's true. But this is what you would get. This meme says what you would get in a loot when you kill a frozen squid and a sad letter, which is pretty true. It's like that is kind of the loot that you would get in a Bloodborne game.
Here's the question. Would these be integral to the plot, or am I just trading them for like 10 souls? I
think you probably trade them. I don't know. I haven't beat this particular boss, like in the meme.
So if I'm assessing this meme, there's two things to look at with a meme, and one is the accessibility. And I think this is a very high value meme for people who are in this world of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro and all those games. But
this is a niche meme for sure.
This is a niche meme. So I'm not going to be able to give you 10 Elon Musk Twitter fun bucks for it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because some people will pay 10 for it.
It's no Istanbul was Constantinople, that's for sure.
Some people won't even know what Bloodborne is. Some of those people don't even know what a letter is or what you would do with it.
What do you do with a frozen squid?
What is this letter?
They never heard of a squid.
Right. So I'm going to have to go right in the middle. This is a 5. If you can get more from an acolyte of the Dark Souls games, go for it. But you're going to have people who don't even get this and don't want to buy it at all. So 5 Elon Musk Twitter fun bucks.
You're saying 5 Elon Musk's fun bucks. That's kind of a lot. That's what I was going to give it.
There's
no limit on how many you can give it. Like,
yeah, but for the purposes of this,
the highest scoring meme so far has been 5. So, like, you're rating this as high as any meme.
That doesn't seem right, man.
But it's true.
I have no memory. Well, then we're gonna go with 2.5.
No, I mean you're devaluing this meme now.
Yeah, I'm going halfway between 5 and 0.
I was going to go 3. I was going to go right at a solid 3 for this meme. Actually, you know what? It is a 2.5. This isn't the best meme I've ever seen.
No, but if you're in this universe,
nicheness makes it funny.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed it for its nicheness, but like it's not the best meme. It's not better than Istanbul was Constantinople.
To find how much something should cost, you need supply and demand. But the demand on this would be very low. So
2.5 2.5 Elon Musk fun bucks. Yeah. That's it. No Zucker coins. I'm not giving it any Zucker coins.
No, hold on to your Zucker coins. They're going to be worth something one day. Twitter bucks are not going to be worth shit.
Next meme.
This
is a Taco Bell or a Bacotel meme. And so here's a picture of a burrito with a big bite, which looks to be like a Taco Bell burrito, but a burrito with a big bite taken out of it. And it seems that stamped on the side of the tortilla, it says Diarhehe.
Yeah.
Like Diarhehe. And then it just says the caption is, of course, is from Reddit Bacotel, and it says, "Why is there Diarhehe on my burrito?"
First question. Do you think the person who this is? Do you think they saw that printed on and then still took the bite, or they took the bite and then noticed the word tattooed onto it?
I am not 100% sure that word is actually on the burrito. I feel like someone may have taken a stock image
of
also a burrito. Yeah. I think the whole meme is like crafted like the moon landing. Stanley Kubrick made this meme.
I mean,
right before he died.
Then, I mean, if this... I come to these with the idea that, like, if this was fake, then what's the point of the meme at all? Right?
This is really funny. I'm just not sure.
Is it?
Like, I think it's very funny.
I could have put anything on that burrito and said, like, why is this on my burrito? But if it's not really on there, where's the truth of the situation?
Right. You could have put anything, but what they chose to put is Diarhehe, which I think is actually really funny.
So here's the question, the follow-up then. Does this person not know how to spell diarrhea? Or is this like Michael Jackson saying diarrhea? And he says it diarrhea.
Now, yeah, that does raise the question.
Yeah.
Because in the layers of deception that this meme is, what is truth and what is fiction? So A, is that photograph legitimate? If it's not, then why did they choose Diarhehe? Was that an intentional move also?
Right.
Or were they trying to spell diarrhea and they ended up with Diarhehe?
Which is not, it seems stupid to say it, but it's also...
But that's clever, that's ahead, it's thinking.
But also, like, not being able to spell it and coming up with that, not out of the realm of possibility either.
Right. Also that too. Also not out of the realm of possibilities that someone at Taco Bell did have like a rubber stamp and decided to do that. Like that just worked at a Taco Bell. But this is on Bakotel, which is like a notorious Reddit thread for like Taco Bell memes. So like, you know, you're getting what you're getting here. Okay. But like it's like I've seen more than one doctored photograph from that meme source.
All right. So I'm gonna have to create like a new thing here that we haven't used in Meme Diver. First of all, it comes with a buy because of your reaction. Clearly, meme fanatics are going to be into this. If for me, it just comes with my buyer beware. Like, if it turns out that someone, like I said, stamped this or photoshopped this on there, that's a downgrade. If it turns out that they thought this is how you spell diarrhea, that's a downgrade. You know, if they thought that this was a clever way to do it, that's pretty good. So, you know, I'm not sure about this. Now, the reason I thought maybe it was really on there, hold on, one other thing. I saw someone they'd taken like their hamburger bun out of the packaging, and it had been there so long that like the part of the printing on the bag had stuck to the bun. Like I saw that this week, so I'm like,
you think this is a similar situation?
Except I don't know what would it be sitting in that said diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, diarrhea.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is this is like a choose your own adventure that splits off, and like there's a lot of points of splits like a tree. It's like it's a pretty.
Here's the thing.
It's like
is it funny? Yes. Do I want to recommend someone buy this and then it turns out the whole thing is not what it was assumed to be? No, I'm giving you a buyer beware.
Oh, you're saying that like you're talking about like you're standing for meme integrity, like
meme integrity, yeah.
You're not you are scoring against this meme deception, is what you're saying. Like every meme is real.
You know, I also feel like if you enjoy this meme, you should buy it. I personally do not want
for the 90s, and I need my I can't have none of these phony memes.
I don't want to be giving meme advice. Memes. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable giving meme advice on something with so many unanswered questions.
So, like, you're X-Filesing it. Like, you're just real skeptical here. Yeah, you don't know where to go.
I'm putting this in the back of the file cabinet. I'm going to say, you know, if you get this,
so this one's
for like
going
$1
back deep into the meme vault. Is what
if
you're
you want to
saying.
take a risk, a low risk, and pay one fun buck for this, one Elon Musk Twitter fun buck for this.
So you're letting it go cheap. You don't think that increases its value?
I would not feel comfortable advising someone to pay for this more than just a minimal in speculative investment.
Well, see, that's exactly where I disagree with you, because I think the controversy that this meme is generating increases its value significantly. That makes it go up in value because of the mystery. Like, who knows? Was the moon landing real, or was it shot in a sound studio in Hollywood? Yeah. Is there really a divine man that sits in the clouds, or is it all just a scheme to control you?
Now who's X-filing things? Now you're X-filing.
That's what I'm saying, but that's this meme is like, it was like the mystery of diarrhea goes deeper than the surface level of this meme, which is simply asking, why is diarrhea on my burrito? Right. It's like, you can ask the first question is this, the first layer of this onion of a meme, which is, why is there diarrhea on my burrito? That's question number one. Yeah. Now you peel that layer off. It's like, the next question is there diarrhea on their burrito? Yeah. That's question number two. It's like, but that branches off, because like now it's like, well, yes, diarrhea is on their burrito, because then that which yields the questions of, well, who put it on the burrito? Did that come from a worker at that Taco Bell as a gag, or did that come from the tortilla factory that Taco Bell bought the tortillas from? And that begs another question, but that's if you go down that branch. But if you go down the other branch of, no, that was photoshopped onto the burrito for the sake of this meme, well, then why did they pick Dire Hee Hee? Then that's an entirely different branch of questions. So there's depth and layers to this meme, much like there is layers to a burrito. At least 7 layers to this meme. So I got to give this, and for that, I have to give it 7 Elon Musk fun bucks.
Let me ask you a question. At the start of that, you mentioned the controversy this meme is generating. Outside of the two of us, is there a controversy around this meme?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know at all.
All right.
But I feel like just the fact that since, we are, I feel like it's self-proclaimed, but we are the world's foremost expert on meme appraising. Yeah. And I believe that if there's controversy among the two of us, then there's almost certainly controversy everywhere else in the world. If we cannot even agree on the root source of this meme and the validity of it, of its integrity, then certainly that's being tossed around in the deepest, darkest dungeons of the Masonic temples everywhere.
Yeah. So just on a lark, I popped open the Google machine and I put in Dire Hee Hee. To see what did it yield? Well, the first one was 21 home remedies for diarrhea, which sounds like
Dire Hee Hee.
No, it's diarrhea. They spelled it right, and I think that sounds like a future bit for the podcast to go through those.
Home remedies for diarrhea?
Yeah. And then
please bookmark that. Yes.
It's all diarrhea. It's all diarrhea. And then related searches are diarrhea in dogs, dog diarrhea treatment, chronic diarrhea, diarrhea symptoms, diarrhea, and COVID-19.
Dire Hee Hee is right. I gotta say, I don't know why I didn't expect to go this direction with this theme, but not a thing. I'm just laughing at diarrhea.
And then there are 22 diarrhea memes that'll get you laughing so hard.
I don't care about I'm more interested in the home remedies.
You're more interested in the home remedies? You have a need for those?
Bookmark that and send it to me, please.
No, we'll do. So 7 from you.
I'm giving it 7. 7 for each layer of burrito.
I mean, I'm a little more conservative in my meme judgments, and that's what I feel comfortable with.
Is 7?
Yeah. No, 1. I feel comfortable with 1.
1. You're going with 1.
I'm going with 1.
Yeah, I'm just going 7 for 7 layers. 7 Elon Musk. Well, that's a real glaring difference there, and I don't feel comfortable splitting the difference. So,
people need to pick their favorite meme appraiser and listen. We made both valid arguments, and they have to make their own decision. I mean, meme investment is about following your own instincts. And we each follow our own
because we're setting the price on these NFTs at legitnft.horse. So we need to decide we are the meme appraisers, and we must decide on a price.
What if we made
must appraise this meme?
What if we made this one a bid situation? And people can bid on it.
We should auction this meme.
This one will be auctioned off as opposed to sold.
I think that's a great idea.
And then
we might have to make a separate web page for that. I don't know.
That will let the market decide, much like parking at a Taylor Swift concert. The market will decide.
Yeah, the market will solve everything. Worth.
Yeah, the market solves everything. So if there's one thing capitalism has taught me, the market
solves everything. You did take
everything.
your Ayn Rand pills this morning.
To be fair, I'm not saying any of this like I'm in favor of it.
Just had a fountainhead of a breakfast.
I have what I have every morning for breakfast: unregulated, ungraded pork sausage and chicken eggs that have been not refrigerated for a month.
That sounds like a recipe for Dire Hee Hee.
Well, luckily I have 21 home remedies for that.
That's it for Meme Diver, folks.
That is it for Meme Diver.
Go ahead and feel free to pay a visit to legitnft.horse for more incredible memes.
Do you have that website yet?
Let's just say yes.
You keep telling people to go there.
Yes, I do.
You want to do another question?
Yes, I do.
All right, cool. I just want to check with you. My friend, my trans friend, female to male, said that I'm trans. Can someone please help me? I'm a big tomboy. I've tried being feminine, but with genetics, being big boned, it won't really allow that, even if I tried. I'll always have the mask-looking jaw, calves, etc. If I look feminine, saying that with a grain of salt, my whole body language is still very masculine. I don't see myself as a girl, but I say I am for convenience. I don't feel like a boy either, but I feel like a boy. I feel more like a boy than a girl, if that makes sense. I've learned to accept that, and now I basically look like a stud for some reason. XD, without trying, wink. Heck, I even wear chest binders before my friend said anything about it. I got into an argument with my female to male friend, and basically he said I'm trans in denial. I've wanted to be a dude when I was a kid, but now I just don't care. I don't know anything about this stuff because I've been sheltered from topics like these. What do you think? Maybe I'm just non-binary. Someone please help me. Yeah, and a little sad phrase.
Well, at least non-binary, at least. But no one knows but you. You get to decide. Like, no one can tell you who you are or, whether you're trans or not. That's up to you to figure out. But I'll based on what you've said, if you're wearing binders and you feel like a boy more than a girl, but you're not sure, but you don't really care, and you dress mask and you ass mask and you don't really care about being feminine, well, I think it's safe to make the call that you're not a girl, and so but really, like I said, I don't want to put this question asker in a box or anyone that's questioning, but you're clearly not on the binary. Like you're not a 1 or a 0 there, and so they're somewhere in the middle of the gender spectrum. Now, in my experience, a lot of people that, like, especially if they haven't come out or they're questioning, they'll start out non-binary and eventually find a zone like that gets them to one or the other. Not always, but sometimes. Like, I've met plenty of legitimately non-binary people that are just will never be binary. But a lot of people that I've also known, that a lot of trans people, a lot of trans women and trans men, started out as non-binary, and then eventually it's yeah, I'm trans. I went all the way. Now, the other question about that is non-binary trans? And I think yes, that does count as trans. Because I think my personal concept of the definition of trans is anything that's not cis, but that's arguable. It's it really is a spectrum. And so really, in the end, question asker, that's for you to figure out. But it sounds to me like, your friend, your trans friend doesn't really have a right to put you in a box like that. But he's probably not far off base, I think he probably knows what he's talking about a little bit, but it's not his call to make.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. I think your friend is a little. They probably should have kept that to themselves. Like we always say, you explore yourself, you discover yourself, and you're gonna figure out what you're about and who you are eventually. The whole thing that I like, the one of the things that you mentioned the word tomboy, and this is these shitty games that Republicans play where they're just I was a tomboy when I was a kid, and I loved playing softball, and I'm so glad in the 70s they didn't just take you to the gender meat factory and do all their weird, that doesn't happen. All right, you just because you're a tomboy doesn't mean you're trans. Just because Dee Snider dressing up pretty doesn't mean that he should be transitioned to a women again. And this is where these Republican talking points, because they say so much bullshit that now people believe that I'm a tomboy, I must be trans. You're not trans. All right, if you can explore who you are and you tell your friends, hey, you know what, thanks for your opinion, but you don't know shit. And I don't know shit. I don't know shit about you. I know shit about me. That's the thing, is
we don't know either.
Yeah, I know about me, and I'm making the decisions that are best for me, and I'm living my life on my terms. And so don't feel pressure from any of that. If you say you try being feminine. Just because you try, just because someone wears lipstick and doesn't wear lipstick, or that a woman who doesn't wear lipstick is not a woman. You can define yourself though. And
I don't think that came out right.
A woman who doesn't wear lipstick is not a woman. I think that I was missing that second knot. Yeah, like being feminine isn't what makes
you a prerequisite for being female. Yeah, it's like, but at the same time, like wearing binders and dressing mask is not something a cis woman generally does. The binders thing is really what sets it off for me. It's like you've chosen to wear binders for a while, like every woman, cis or trans that I've ever met fucking loves their tits. And so if you've got boobs and you don't like them and you are binding them, but for whatever reason you have, like, that's generally not the behavior of a cisgender woman. That just generally isn't. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but based on that alone, I would go so far as to not put you in the box, but suggest that in all likelihood, when you do some looking, some inward looking, and some experimenting with your gender identity, that you may find that you are not in fact cis. Maybe not necessarily a trans man, but like, I don't think cis women generally bind their breasts. It's not a thing I've ever heard.
I'm just going to stick with what I said. Just explore yourself and discover who you are. And you might wear binders for a while, and then in 6 months you might be like, you know what, I don't like this shit. And
that's it too.
So like, tell your friend to ease off the gas, that you'll get to your destination when you get there, and you'll be the person you want to be. And I think we all are. And it's like, I always joke about, like, man, like we just talked about our last question, like, oh, if I go back and tell 18-year-old me to just start hormones. Yeah, 18 years old though, was I even ready for that? Like, you have to wait till you're ready for things, and you have to explore things. Now, looking back, now I know, man, I wish I knew about all that stuff.
I was definitely ready. I was just scared.
And so, you'll discover things in time, and you don't have to define yourself until you're ready to define yourself. And being a tomboy doesn't mean you're not a woman. Just like a man who wears a dress just isn't necessarily transgender. There's more to it than clothes. There's more to it than makeup. It's who you feel you are. And so allow yourself to be who you want to be. And if you don't even want to define it, don't define it. Just be you. I think the further we get from definitions, it might be the better off we are.
I think I agree with that 100%. That aspect of it, like, it's like the box of, like, are you this? Are you that? Are you this? You're you. You're your own person, and you have your own identity. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to follow the path that feels right for you. Yeah. And whether that ends up leading you down to the label of trans man or not is kind of irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. And like, you get to decide whether you're trans or not. Like, you get to decide what that means to you. You get to decide, like, how you want to live your life, how you want to present, and there's no wrong way to do it. The only wrong way to do it is the way that's not in accordance with your nature. Yeah, that's the only wrong way to do it. And so, like, your friend is being a little pushy. I would, he probably just sees himself in you a little bit and is projecting. In all likelihood, a lot of trans people do that. It's not the best thing we could do. But like, it's especially. But I would say that, like, just be true to yourself, like the Beastie Boys said, Lilith. Be true to yourself, and you will never fall.
No. I said that. Do like I said. Just be yourself. Define yourself the way you want.
I love you.
I love you too. We got the Beastie Boys.
You also love the Beastie Boys.
You can love both. I hope that was helpful. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna close it up by saying, don't feel like the need to label yourself. You label yourself whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be. You can label yourself that, and you can be that person. And it doesn't matter who you were. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your existence, you can do that today. And so
that's the truth.
Go forward. Be that person you want to be.
Be true.
Spread your light through the world. Spread love through the world. thank you for listening to Lilith and Amanda. This has been Being Trans with Lilith and Amanda. I'm Lilith, that's Amanda. And we love you all and have an amazing week.
Bye.